Okay, Sabine, I just want to ask you if you can share me the right to record our lecture today.
Okay, so that's not a problem. Meeting disable. Where do you? Okay, Sarah.
So I asked you.
Okay.
You share in the bottom of the screen.
Okay, so no, I think you can record now.
Okay, I will record it. Thank
Okay.
you.
So today like we'll be doing the library Python library and for NumPy and this Pandas. So I think you have already downloaded and installed this NumPy and Panda, right?
Yeah.
Have you? And
I haven't.
okay, so like you can just look and then later on you can do it.
Yeah, sure.
Then okay, firstly like I'll just do like I'll just brief you the different types of functions over here. The function that will be that will be utilizing in the project, upcoming project. So I'll just let you know what are the types of. There are so many several functions in NumPy and Pandas. We can do a lot of things in NumPy and Pandas, but like if you know the basics, then you can you yourself can Google it, and then you can you know, like if you know the syntax, you can just copy, or you can just learn by yourself. Like this Python community is very big, so you can do it by yourself. But I'll just tell you the basic convention and basic syntax for NumPy and Pandas. Okay. So last time like let's say that we know how to make a list, right? But we make a list, but it was not an array. It was not in a matrix form. So what does this NumPy and Pandas allows us to do? That is that like in financial sector, we use a lot of tables, and those tables are mostly in it's not in a matrix form, but like it's in an array structure, like similar to a matrix structure. So I'll just tell you how to create such tables or contents today. Okay, so let's say for example, let's create a list right now. To create a list, you know that like we use this thing, bracket, and let's say 2, 3, 4, and let's say 2, 2, 3, 2. Okay, so this is a list. So right now then I want to convert it into a array form, in a array structure. So what you do is that we import the modules from the NumPy library, and for that, see here I have written that import NumPy as NP. You can write anything over here, like instead of NP you can just write anything, but this is the calling function for this this NP. Like what I'm saying is that NP will call the library, I mean the module from the NumPy. So what it does is that np dot array. This is in this Python inbuilt function and math. So now if I run this, let me run it. It's very slow. Okay, so if I'm running in console, so if I run this, see here, now it gives me in an array form, right? See here, like 1, 2, 3. This is an array, so like it gives me in an array form. This is an array, like it is in a matrix structure, and this is one inbuilt function of NumPy. The next is like, let's say I want to create a list of numbers. Suppose say r equals to my computer is very slow, it does not type. Errands 0 to 10, let's say 0 to 10, and if I just run it, now let's see here. Now it gives me, like previously it was just a list, but now once I use this np I mean, like if once I use the module from NumPy, it gives me in an array structure, okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this arrange function, that I already told you what it does. It will create a number from 0 to 10. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is also a list, but it is in an array structure, okay. So this is what you do. And you can do several things, and that I'll just mention a few over here. Suppose let's say zeros, and let's say like I want to create a matrix, 3 into 5 matrix, or an array. Then what? And let me run it. I'm running in Python console. So now let's say that see here, like 3, it gives me in and 3 into 5 matrix, 0, 0, 0, 0. And similarly, you can do a lot of things, like there is also a command called, let's say that equals to np dot once. So what it does is that, let me say I want to create a 3 into 3 matrix over here, and if I say identity matrix, suppose say np.i 4 into 4 matrix, and you can do a lot of things over here. And let's say ran equals to np dot random dot rand 2. So k rand1 equals to np dot random dot rand.
Hello?
Yes?
I can't hear you.
Wait, I'm not speaking, okay? So I'm just writing. So I'll illustrate you
Okay.
what I'm writing after. Random. Okay. np dot random. Now see here, like if I run this ID, what it does, what ID, like this the function I does is that I'm calling it from a NumPy library, and it creates a identity matrix. And what is identity matrix? Like this it is like all the diagonal is 1, and except diagonal it is all the numbers are 0, right? And suppose I have called here random.rand. What it does is that it creates a see here, it creates a random number that is like that random number from any random number in between 0 to 1. But you have to understand that it will create it in an array structure, and then there is an rand1, and what it does is that, see, like rand 5 into 5, it creates a matrix, 5 into 5 matrix, but it is in an array structure, okay, 0, 7, 5, like it is an array structure. And rand2, see what it does is that it creates 1 into like 1 to 100 in like a random number. There are 10 random numbers in between 1 to 100, okay, any random number. So but the whole concept of this NumPy is that it will create all the numbers in an array form, in a matrix form, not just a simple list, okay. So this is the whole thing that I want you to understand. And next thing, like you can just like there are so many inbuilt functions for this NumPy. We can just Google it and then find it. Like for example, we can, let's say k equals to np dot arrange and 25, okay, and not I have already defined k, KWE, and then KJH equals to KWE dot reshape, and I want to reshape. Suppose what this orange function, it will create a number from 1 to 25, right? 0, 1 to 25. So if I want to reshape into 5 into 5 matrix, then there is a inbuilt function within this Numpy library, and if I want to reshape this, if I want to reshape the structure, or this just this is like it will create 1 into 25 matrix. I mean like one row and 25 column. But if I want to reshape into 5 into 5 column, 5 rows and 5 column, then I can use this inbuilt function of 5 into 5, and it will give me the thing. Like, or if I just want to say like kw dot e dot reshape, so this, and if I want to make it to 1 into 25 matrix, then it will create in that shape. So what I'm doing over here is that I'm creating this KWE variable that is a list from 0 to 25, and again I'm creating a next variable called JH, and I'm giving this random name. And what I'm doing over here is that I'm calling this first variable that I want to arrange it, okay? I want to reshape it, and then dot. This is the Python convention for calling this function, and then this is an inbuilt function over here, okay? Reshape, and I want to create reshape into 5 into 5 matrix. And again, like if I want to reshape into 1 into 25 matrix, okay, let me run it, and you'll see it. You'll understand it while you see it. So if I just like KWA, it creates a number, a list of number from 0 to 24, right? As I have told you, in Python, the first number starts from 0. The first index is a 0 index, so 0 to 24. And what I'm doing over here is that JHC here, see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like it reshaped the whole list from this 0 to 25. Like there are 25 numbers over here, right? And I want to reshape it into a 5 into 5 matrix. So 5 into 5 is 25. So see here, there are 5 rows, 5 columns. This is one way to reshape it. And suppose if I just want to reshape JF, see here, it will give me the same thing, because like it's like one row and 25 number over here. You got my point, right, Wakas? Okay. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can understand.
Okay.
I can understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the whole thing. Like I'm just utilizing some inbuilt function. But what I'm trying what you have to understand is that this NP, like instead of NP, I can call anything. I can write anything, and this NP is like I'm doing this. Like suppose see here, k equals to NP dot. Like I'm calling this. Like suppose if I want to create this mat, but I'm calling a function from a Numpy library, okay? This is the whole meaning of NP, that why I'm writing NP over here, because I have imported Numpy library as NP, okay? This is the thing, and suppose like let's say we can do a lot of stuff in Numpy library. Suppose let's say that k equals to np.arange. I want to create 5 to 20. So what it will do is that it will create a number from 5 to 20, and let's say, okay, let me run it. I'm running in console, so my computer is very slow. Okay, so no. This is like I have already called the function kwe. Okay, so like if I kwe, what it does is that it creates a number from 5 to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and to 19, right? It creates from number 5 and less than 20. Like this is the function arrange, and the cool thing about this library is that if I want to change, suppose like if I want to change all the numbers from from index 1, like 0 from 5 6 7 8 to like let's say I want to change all this number to the value 100, then I can do this like KWE square bracket, and I want to change the value, replace the values from 0 to index 5, and I want to give it to, let's say, 100. Okay, so now let me run this, and now say okay, like KWE I want to run in 0 to 5 index 5, and I want to change this to 100. And now if I call it KWE, now see here, like 100 100 100 100, like this is very easy. If I want to replace any list, the values from the list, then I can just use this. This is the syntax, this is the convention to write or to change the numbers from the list. Okay, this is one. There are so many techniques, but this is very easy and basic to understand. What I did is that I called the variable over here, KWE, and what I want to do, I want to this is the big bracket. I want to change I want to replace the number from index. This is the index number, okay? So from 0 index to index 5, and I want to replace it to the number 100. So it gives me 100 100 100 100, and then all these things. Okay, so this is one way to replace the number. And suppose let me say that we can also slice it, slice the list. Okay, so let me say slice. I want to slice the list SLI, and I want to slice. I just want the numbers from, let's say, like from this 6 to 10 or anything. Like I just want a number from 6 slice AR 0 to like not 0, let me say 4 to 9, and if I just run it, if I just run it, wait, okay, like let me, there is some problem. I'll turn off my water. I'm putting water. Okay, so not sorry. Okay, I'm here. So see here, what it does is that it will just this is the way to slice the list. Okay, slice the list or anything by utilizing this Numpy library. Okay, so when what I did is that I call this variable KWE, and what I want to do is that I want to extract number from index 4 to 9 and index 4 to 9, and now this variable SLI, it gives me this array 100 10 11 12 and 13. So this is one way to slice it. Now let's say this is the basic thing about Numpy library, and let's say that now I want to create an array. Numpy array. Let me say I want to create 1 2. My computer is very slow. Sorry for that. 6. And if I just want to extract this, if I just want to extract, let me run this thing, okay, first, and then I'll make you understand. AR. So see here, it gives me 3 into 3 matrix, and if I want to extract this 1, then how would I do that? So for that, what I will do that is that call this array and square bracket as similar to the previous thing, the Python convention, and it will, if I just run this, or like suppose the AR1 over here, and it gives me 4, 5, 6. It will give me the first row, okay. And if I want, let me say AR, I call this variable and 0 and 0. So what it gives me is that it gives me 1. So this is the position. This, like as I told you in Python, the indexing starts from 0, and then the number of this, where is this place? Where is this number 1 situated or located in? So I just, it's in 0 index, 0 row and 0 column. And if I just want to extract from number 2, then this number, then what I'll do is that array, this is the number of the variable name, and 0 is in the 0 row, and first number 2 in the first column, okay. So this is the whole thing about the NumPy, the whole list or whole tables. It will just send into an array form, not just a simple list, okay, so that we can extract easily. Or if I just say, let's say that AR, and I want no, let me over here, KPP. So if I want, the first place is the place for rows, okay, and this is a colon sign. You will understand it while I run the code. 2 and 1. So AR. Now KPP. Okay, so see here, what it does is that it gives me 2, 3, 5, 6. What it means is that this is colon, I mean, like it will just see here, like 2, 3 and 5, 6. It just gives me 2, 3. Let me call this AR. It just gives me 2, 3 and 5, 6. So what does this colon does is that it gives me all the rows before second index. Like this is the first index, second index, 0 index, 1 and second. So what it does is that it gives me all the indexes after all the rows before second index number 2, and it gives me all the indexes, columns after index number 1. So this is 0, 1. So 2, 3, 5, 2, 3 and 5, 6. Okay. So this is the thing. Like if you want to extract anything before the row, then you have to write over here before 2. If you just write, suppose like after it, so 1. If you write this, firstly you have to understand the first place is for the column, and the second place is for the the first place is for rows and the second place is for column. So if I use before, it will give me the all the rows before this index number. This colon, if I use the colon before this index number, it will give me all the rows before the index number. And if I use after the number, then it will give me all the rows after this index number. Okay, so now again let me run it, and then you understand it. what happens is that kpp, now it gives me 5 6 8 9. Now they are 5 6 8 9. See here, now the code it will give me all the rows after index number 1, all the rows after index number 1. So you have to understand this, where to use this colon sign. If you use before, it will give the all the rows before that index number, and if you use after, it will give all the rows after this index number. Okay, so it is the same thing with the colon as well. This is the thing about extracting data, how to extract the exact number of data, or how to replace it or slice the structure of this an array. And you can also use the logical operator for this. So quickly, let's say pp equals to np dot arrange 120 and ll equals to or greater than, let me say pp greater than 4. So pp equals to pp square. Now this is the logical operator. We can use the logical operator in this library as well. So run it. Let me run it. Now if what is pp? pp is all the numbers from 1 to 20 less than, and see here, like it gives me a logical operator. Okay, so I created a list that that says like this. See here, 1 2 3 4 in the list. If you want to find, I want to find the numbers in the that are more than 4 in this list, pp, in the variable name pp, and it says that, see here, false false false. It says that the index number 1 2 3 and 4, it gives those numbers are all less than 4, and from the index number 5 it says that all numbers are more than 4. So, and if I just want bi, then it gives me all the numbers that are greater than 4 inside the variable pp. Okay, this is one way to this. Like, I just want to show you that we can also utilize this logical operator in it's similar to that that I told you last time in the NumPy library as well. So and what I did over here is that I created a new variable, and in that variable I want to extract all the data that are more than 4 from the variable pp. And what I did is that I created a new variable ll that and I said that ll equals to pp, all the numbers that are more than 4, and I said pp, and I said this pp and square bracket and ll, and it gives me all the numbers that are more than 4. Okay, this is the one thing. And now this is a very simple NumPy is like basically a MATLAB. It's very simple. Everyone can understand it. It's just like a very simple thing, but and you'll understand it while we do project. Okay, and now if we want to create a table, like mostly in financial application, we will use a lot of tables and this and that. So for that we'll be using the library Pandas. Okay, so I have already imported a library Pandas, so an import library, and I have imported as PD. So you can just say anything, but this is like most of the people in most of the book, like everywhere they will write input Pandas as PD, and this is short form for Pandas, and NP for NumPy. But you can write anything, and it's just a calling function in your code. Okay, I think this thing will finish very. Suppose let me say that I want to create a table mentioning. Let me say I just want to create a table. Just a random table. Okay, so let me say what kind of table. Let me say the the table for anything, like for the students, number of students in the university. Okay, so and those I want to give a label as like this, like the CUFE. Okay, the first is CUFE, the second is, let me say, Harvard. Okay, and then the third is, let me say, Caltech. Fourth is, let me say, Leo, and then I want to this number of student, number of student. Say, let's say that np that I have used an array like np.array. Okay, so the one I told you before, just now you'll understand why I use this. And let's say that in CUFE we have 30,000 students. Okay, and in Harvard maybe 40,000, and Caltech maybe 20,000, and in Liu, let's say we have 28,000. So now, okay, and now I want to create a table. Okay, and the table, and what this is the now what I'm doing is that I'm calling the modules from the Pandas library as PD. Okay, so PD dot, and I want to create a table, so there is a series. This is inbuilt Panda module function. And first what you have to do is that you have to write a data, what data you want to include. Our data is number of student. Okay, NUMBR, number of student. This is what I have called over here, right? Number of student. And the first place is the for the data, and the second place is for index. Okay, so I have index, and then my index is labeled. Okay, so now if I hello.
The first row number. There's a typo in the first row.
Okay, NUM number of NUM.
In the first.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
2006 number.
Over here, you mean?
Okay.
No, this is just I just created a this is just a name. Okay, I can create any the name of the variable. I'm just giving randomly. Okay,
yeah,
please.
It was not the same.
Yeah, it was not the same. Thank you. Okay. And now I just want to create a table. Okay, so what I did is that firstly I create an array by calling the module from Numpy library. Okay, this, like I told you, the difference between list and array, and it creates an array over here. And I said that I want to create a table that illustrate the number of students from CUFE, Harvard, Caltech, and Liu. And I assumed 30,000, 40,000, 20,000, and 28,000. And now let me run it. And now let's say, see here, now this is the index. Okay, now the index, this Python, before the index was 0 1 2 3 4, but now the index is, our index is CUFE. Okay, it gives me in a table form. Understand? I think like this meeting will end very soon because it is going to be 40 minutes. So if this gets disconnected, please join the meeting again. Okay, and this is the thing about how to create a table in by utilizing the library Pandas. Okay, so let me say, I'll just, okay, so you got my point, right? This is the thing. This first is the data place, and the second we have to write the index. Okay. And now let's like we can do a lot of things from this table as well. Let me show you how we do it. let me again create just randomly, okay, just say I want to say that I want to create a list L1, like table 1 equals to pd dot series 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 and 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 80,000, and let me say index equals to again my computer is very slow. CFE Harvard, let me say Caltech, and let me say Leo. Hello, bro. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Are you able to see my computer screen now?
No, I can. Yeah, right
Okay.
now I can.
Okay. Let us wait for it. Ian. Okay, so N is over here too. Now we can do a lot of things by utilizing this Pandas library. So what I did is that I created a okay. Over here what I did is that I created a series, so let's say this 20,000 and you know, like all these things, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, and I gave index CUFE and then Harvard, Caltech, okay, Leo. I'm sorry. What I wanted to do is that it's not something that I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. I wanted to do this. There are two tables, okay? What I did is I wanted to create a table, and as I've told you, this first place is for the data, and the second place is for index, okay? So this is my index. Index equals to this.
वो ये चीज आप कैसे करेंगे अपनी क्लास को एक जगह पर पेज कैसे करेंगे इसकी मैसेज भी भेजा मैंने, ठीक है, इन्होंने रेट भी किया है।
Okay.
वहाँ सबके लास्ट दिन को पेज करना चाहते हैं तो आज की वीडियो में आपको यही बताएंगे कि आप अपने WhatsApp के
Hello, workers. By kick. Okay, so now see here, what I did over here is that I created a table 1. It says pd.series. I have told you, like, this is the first place, this is the way to create a table from in the pandas library. The first place is for data, and the second place is for index. Okay, so my datas are 2000 for CUFE, 3000 for Harvard, Caltech 4000, and it's a random thing. And I have this the next table. Let's say that is 4000, 6000, again 7000, and then again 8000. Okay, so now if I run this, and let's say if I want to extract the data of CUFE, then how would I do that? So let me say TO. What is TO? TO is CUF. This is a table. Okay, it is in a table form, and I want to extract the data from of CUFE. So what I do is that I just write TO, and then in the same previous form, and I'll write CUFE, the label of the column, and then it gives me the data 2000. Okay, and if I want to extract data of Harvard from table 2, then T2, and then just write, since it is an integer, I have told you that the integer to not I mean, like, this is not an integer, this is a string, so we use this double apostrophe, and then this is what Harvard, and it gives me thing. And see here, and the next thing is what we can do is that we can also use the multiplication or addition, something blah blah blah, because this we have the same index in the table 1, and we have the same index in table 2 as well. So what we can do is let me say, like, T0 plus T2. Okay, so what it gives me is that, like, see here, like it gives me a addition, like CUFE, like what it does, 4000 plus 2000, 6000. Okay, Harvard, like 69,000. It just adds the table with the same index, with this it gets the value after the same index name. Okay, so this is one way to create a table, and there are so many ways, and this is the basic. If you understand basic, now we'll understand the other format as well. Like, let me say L equals to PD, and calling, and there is a data frame. Okay, and I want to say I want to create, you'll understand once I run the program. 2 3 let me say 2 3 anything. Okay, just a random thing, and 5 6 7, and I give this second thing is my index. Okay, my index is, let me say A, B. Second place is for index, so ABC, and this is the, have you realized this is the index thing? It comes in the rows, and I also want to give a name to a column. So if I want to do that, what I'll do is this thing, comma, again I'll write columns over here. See here, this is already a inbuilt function, this pandas inbuilt function over here. See, columns, and let me say the columns is X is a string, right? So string Y and Z. Okay, so see here now, this is I have called the library pandas, and there is an inbuilt function data frame. You have to always remember this because this is very, very important, data frame, and the D is in capital and F is in capital as well. And what I did is that I told you that the first place, see here, I have given this small, I have used again this small bracket over here because I want to create a list 3 into 3 matrix. So the first place is 1 2 3. I have given 1 2 3 1 2 3 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 2 3 4 and 5 6 7. I created a list and I gave the rows the name A, B, C. For this rows, this is row A, row B, row C. And for the column name, you just give a comma over here, and this is also an inbuilt function, columns, and then X, Y, Z over here, X, Y, Z. So basically this is an index and this is the name of the column. So this is how we can create a table. Okay, we have to use this function data frame. And let me say, like, I want to create I want to append or create a new variable inside this variable L. Okay, so how I do is that L, let me say, I just want to create I want to add the two columns. Okay, and I want to keep it in a new variable named zy. So zy, I mean like yz. Okay, so this is a new variable I want to create over here, and inside yz, see here, I call this variable L, and I get inside yz I want to create a new variable. So this is the way, this is the convention to write inside the Python. Give a big bracket, and then what I want to do, I want to add it, right? So again I have to call L. I want to add the column inside the variable L. So L, and then Y. Okay, Y plus L, the variable Z. So now if I run it, then L, so it gives me 5 7 13. Okay, this is the way, this is the convention to create a new column inside this table. Okay, so I called L, and I said that inside L I want to create a new column called YZ, and this, you can just say anything. Okay, so this, I'm just giving random thing, hope you'll understand it. And then again I said that I want to, and that YZ is a column of sum of this Y and Z is a column, and of I mean like a column of YZ. So what I did is that I called again L, and I said Y, column Y plus LZ. This is the one way to do it. Okay, and if I want to extract, suppose let's say if I want to extract over here, let me say I want to extract this 1 or 2. Okay, so what I do is that there is another function, built function, ILOC. Okay, so what I did is that L, this is a variable named L, a table variable which contains the table, and then I called a function. So to call a function, I have already told you, I use this dot and ILOC, and if I just give, like, suppose I want to 0. Okay, so what it gives me when I use this thing, it gives me 0 row, like this row, sorry, I log column. Okay, 1 2, oh sorry, like 1 2 3. So this is it gives me a 0, index number 0, and the index number 0 is what? A. Okay, so this is, you can utilize this ILOC, and if you want to say it's same as LILOC, and then let me say 2 and all the column. So what it does is that 5 6 13, so 5 7 13, sorry, what I did, okay, 5 6 7 13. So what it does is that 5 6 7 13, what I said is that all the rows, second row, and all the column. Okay, so what I said, this is the place for rows, as I have told you, and second rows and all the columns. So when I run it, it gives x equals to 5, y is 6 7, and yz is 13. So see here, x is 5. I said this is row number second, right? 2. So 0, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 13. Okay, so this is the way to extract the data from how can I say, from the pandas, this table or anything. Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Okay.
It is extracting in the form of row or column, because it is I say it like it is transported.
It's it is like it is transposing right now. That you can just say that, okay, dot transpose l dot I log. It is extracting the row. Okay, see here, x 1 3 5. So see here.
Yeah, but in the form of column.
Yeah, in the form of column. No, it's not in the form of column. You just can transpose it. Okay, so the way to transpose is that 2 and then 3, and there is a transpose. This is the this is the thing. You just utilize this transpose and then this small bracket, and then it will transpose it. Okay, we'll do it again. Like, okay, wait, I'll do that again for you too. And and we can also, like, suppose let's say random. Suppose I want to drop like wait, L. I want to drop the row A. Okay, if I want to drop the row A, then what I can do is that L dot drop. This is also this inbuilt function, and then I want to drop A, right? And then you have to, like, one thing you have to note over here is that if you want to drop the A is in column, is in row, right? So row, if you want to drop row, then let me say it's in axis. Okay, you have to axis and 0, understand? And then wait, let me, and in place equals to true. So what it does is that, see here, I want to drop a row, and it is in axis. Like, if I want to drop a row, then you have to write axis equals to 0, and if you want to drop a column, then you have to write axis equals to 1. Okay, this is the convention so that this pandas library will understand. And if you want to suppose k, if you want to in place it, then you have to write over here in place true. Okay, so now if I just say k, oh, it's not working. What is not working? Axis 0. Now see here, I said that drop drop A axis, right? And then drop row A, and what it does is that now if I said, okay, if I call this variable L, then it will just give me B and C rows. Okay, this is the way. And if I want to drop the column X, then what I'll do is that X and then axis, you have to in place this 1. And if I suppose, see here, if I just don't use this in place equals to true, then what it does is that it won't terminate the data. Okay, it won't terminate the data. So I use this in place equals to true. This true and false, this the T and F false is always capital, so true. And if I run it now, if I ask L, then there is no in the column X. This is the way to drop column or axis, unwanted column or axis from the table, from the library. And this is the thing. We can also reset the index. I think, like, let me try. I have not tried this resetting the index. So let me say I want to create a name, a label. Okay, so label L equals to, I don't understand it means anything. So okay, before telling you some using this thing, I'll tell you what does this split does it. Wait. Let's say k equals to my name is Sabin, and if I say j equals to k dot split, and right over here, then if I run it, okay, this I forget this split. So now if I say j, so see here, what it does is that I gave a variable. Inside this variable there is a string, and it says my name is Sabin. Okay, and this all the these words are separated by this hash. So what I said is that separate all the number, and I created a next variable, and I said I call the variable k, and I said split all the string by this hash symbol, and then in output what it gives me, that j, see here, j, it gave me my, this is variable 1, I mean like list number 1, string 1, name is Sabin. So it splitted this string by this thing, but in general, like my name, and then let's say this. Okay, and if I don't use this thing, and now say j, so in general, like the default is that it will split by one space over here. Okay, so this is the thing. So what I wanted to do is over here is that I want to create a L I want to create a new variable, and I said I'm in the index LYU, and I split it by this thing, the default, the space. This will be the list number 1, 2, and the 3. Okay, so I created I created a new column over here, and I say k equals to L reset L dot reset. This is the math index, and this, and k equals to L dot set index by n. Okay, so now let me run it. KKP. So see here, the thing is that I created a new column called MM, and it says L, the numbers, like the first row is L, the second is Y and U, and I splitted it. Okay, and then I said I want to reset this table according to this index, according to this form. And I said L dot set. First I said let me reset it, and after that I said I want to reset by using the list of Okay, so let L dot set index, I call the function, and I use it, and now see it gives me L. Row number 1 is L Y U. Okay, this is the one way to reset or format the indexes or anything like that. So if you understand it, it will be very easy for you to work on the tables or generalize the data in future. So this is the one thing. This is the thing of the table. But the cool thing about Pandas is that we can even create a multi-index table in Pandas. Okay, so let me say university. Okay, you'll understand it while after I finish it. Okay, university is, let me say, CUFE, and Harvard. Let me say the course we have this course physics, chemistry, or math, anything. Okay, so physics in CUFE and chemistry in CUFE and math in CUFE, physics in Harvard. Let me create a table and wait. Once I run this program, then you'll understand what it does. First. First row, this is first row, 1, 2, 3, so this is first row, column 1, column 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, column 1, column 2, so 1, 2, 3. Say index equals to index, and then I want to say column to say, let me say, calls to then to one to six and one, and then six and two. That would be possibly an error. I don't know. So there is an error. Okay, no, let me run it. I say now now it's working. Okay, let me say 25 40 is equal 42 54 12 13 20 42 and okay, so close. Oh, time is running so fast. Okay, so what I wanted to do is that run it and okay, so what I said that there are three universities: CUFE, Harvard, and Caltech. Okay, and in each university there is a course: physics, chemistry, and math. And I want to input what is the number of students in each section. Like say, like in section A of physics class in CUFE we have 10 students, and in section 2 we have 20 students. Okay, and chemistry class I have 50 students in section 1 and 30 students in section 2. So see here, what I did is that I created a multi-index. Okay, this is the index over here. See, this is the outer level index, and what I did is that I CUFE, how many course I have in CUFE, like there are 3 courses in CUFE, right? Physics, chemistry, and math. So I said I wrote CUFE, and again I said there are 3 courses in Harvard as well. So physics, chemistry, and math. So I wrote this physics, chemistry, and math, and then this is the thing. So what I said, this is the outer level of index. Okay, so there are 3 universities, and I want to and this is the outer level of index, and inside this outer level of index there is the next index. It is separated by the course name: physics, chemistry, and math. Over here. So it is the course name, and what I did is that this is the convention. Okay, this is the convention to create a multi-index table in by using this pandas. So I said I gave a variable name int. You don't have to do it. I just gave it blah blah blah. So I said list, and I zipped this university. First you have to be very careful over here. This is the convention. I want a table in terms of list, and I zipped it. Okay, and I said the first one, the outer level of indexing, you have to write in the first label over here, and the inner level of indexing you have to write in the second in the second place. Okay, so university and course over here, and this is the convention as well. I said that, okay, this zip thing I want to call from Pandas library, and I want to create it in a multi-index. Okay, so I called multi-index, and again from the multi-index I told you about the tuples, right? Over here the tuples is something that we can't change in future. So the list of things that we can change or the user can't change in the future. So I said from tuples I called this function again int over here, and what I did over here is that I said I want to give a data, right? So I said pd.data frame, the one we just used right now. I called again the pandas library over here, pd, and I called data frame, and I told you the first place is always for data, right? So see here there are how many how many rows over here? I mean like rows, 9 rows over here. So I said for each 9 rows I gave this values over here, 10, 20, 50, 30, all this blah blah blah. And how many columns there are? I want to create just create 2 columns because it's too much. It takes too much time to type. So I said that in section 1 I said these are the number of students in section 1, and then in section 2 I said these are the number of students in section 2, and it will create a table, a multi-index table in this form. Okay, and it gives these numbers, these rows and columns number you have to give according to this indexing, the outer indexing. Okay, you have to look the outer indexing, and then you have to go to the this thing, the inner indexing. So you go from out to inside. Did you get my point? Hello?
Yes, I can get your point.
Okay, thank you so much. Wakas? Okay, so this will be very useful in our further analysis. So this is the way to, how can I say, this is the way to create a multi-index. And this is the cool thing about Pandas library as well, that in many libraries it is very difficult, like you have to write a lot of codes, blah 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 blah, to make a this table, multi-index table. But in Pandas there is already inbuilt functions that will do for us. So this is the thing. And let me say, if I want to extract how can I say, if I want to extract the data, then it is the same as before, understand, like though. So I want to extract the data. So suppose, let's say what is this? Oh, sorry. Extracting data it's no, and then I said I want to extract I can say non-data. I think it's LOC. You can either use LOC or ILOC. Okay, so this is the thing about you can't extract data directly as before. So I want to extract CUFE. So this is the thing, you have to use this function, okay, to extract data from the multi-index table, LOC. So you previously we just used to do this norm and then just write this in the simple table. We just used to do this thing, but it won't work over here. You got my point, right?
Yeah.
And again, if I want, suppose say norm.loc, and I want the data from physics group from of the university, let's say from the Harvard University. So what I do is that Harvard, and then again I have to call the inside function. Okay, so again dot loc, I call this inbuilt function loc, and then it says what I want. I said physics. So if I just say this thing, then now it will give me the in Harvard University there are, like, in section 1 there are 13, and there in section 2 there are 22 students. So this is the way. So you have to call this inbuilt function LOC. Okay, this is the thing. And okay, and what now, let me just say norm that you can okay, like No, see here. See here, like the thing is that there is no any index over here, right? The CUV and this physics, there is no any indexing. Okay, so if I want to give the index in this case, then what I can do, this CUV, Harvard, Caltech, all these are university name, and these are the course, right? So I can give the index, I can rename the index over here, I can input the index over here. So what I can do is that nom dot I call this function variable nom, that is where the table is located, and this is inbuilt function as well, index dot, I think it's names, name or names. This is I think this names. Okay, so let's do university. First you have to write the outer level indexing name, and then the second is course. Okay. Now see here, now it gives me the university, the name of the university. I just gave this the name. I just said that the name of this column is university, and this name of this column is course. Okay, so this is how I can give the indexing over here for in the multi-index. So what I did is that I call this variable num dot index. This is an inbuilt function. Okay, this is inbuilt function index dot names. This is the inbuilt, and then I said oh bam bam. Hello bro, how are you? Hello. Hello, Wakas.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, are you able to understand? Yes. So let me just share this thing. Record. I think like this. I think this thing, this session will go a little bit long. Okay, I just want to finish the simple foundation concept, and I want to. We'll do a very simple, analysis, visual analysis today. So I just want to tell you the basic thing, and then I'll do that. Okay. So this is the thing. Like I hope you got the point. I think I just did that. Okay, allow to record. Okay, so. So this is the thing about the multi-label indexing, or I think the multi-label indexing table. So this is how we do it, and I think like we know that many of the data while we were studying this econometrics in last semester. We had this sort of table, right? But in Stata, I think like it's more difficult. But in Python, it's very easy to create such table. And let me say, now if I just say that, okay, like we can do a lot of things over here as well, right? So
Shaman, you haven't sent your screen to us yet.
oh, I'm just like, okay, so
वालेकुम सलाम कैसे है फिर क्या है जनाजा कब है शहीद के बाद
university.
मैं हूँ हॉस्पिटल में हूँ कल अपडेट था अब वही का मैं चलिए मैं हूँ वो उनको फ्रस्ट्रेट करता हूँ अपने रात को बैठा आगे डिस्चार्ज करते हैं तो मैं निकलूँगा चले जाएंगे डिस्चार्ज नहीं करते आगे कल सुबह से आएंगे
Waka, can you mute yourself?
So Wakas, hello. Hello, Wakas. We can hear you, and I can understand you. Hello, Wakas. Okay, so the thing is that now what I in the multi-index table, what I did is that, so see here, I want to say nom. Okay, this is the table, and the name I gave the indexing I gave this course, and I gave this university, and I said that university I wanted to. Hello, Wakas. Okay, so see here. The thing is that I want to say there is a university name. So there is a university. I just say like, let me say anything, and I want to describe the properties, characteristic of this data, according to the course. Okay, so physics, chemistry, math, all these things. And if I run this thing, and if I just say k over here, it gives me the mean, standard deviation, minimum number enlisted within this course, and then this 20 quartile, like 25%, 50%, 75% quartile, and then maximum as well. And see here, it gives me a section 1. The table, see here, we have this section 1 and section 2, right? So what I did is that I created a variable named university, and I call this a table. This table is inside this variable num, and what I said is that dot group by. Okay, I wanted to do analysis according to the group and with the course. Okay, this is with the course, so I have given this name index all this course. Okay, this course column I want to do analysis, and I said university, and then dot I call this inbuilt function as well. This is a describe, and I said describe this, and then see here it gives me a description of this table course. This is chemistry, math, physics, and how many counts are there? There are three times. There are 3 counts, right? Physics, physics, physics in its university. So physics, there are 3 counts, math, and all these things. And the mean of this all number of students in all the university is this much, and then standard deviation. And then this is the thing, like, but you can do a lot of things. You can just analyze this all chemistry, or just for math, or you can just analyze of the student data from this university CUFE. So it's very easy. Just Google it and find the syntax. It's very easy. I just want you to tell you that we can do a lot of things. Okay. So this is the thing about data. I hope you understand. This is a little bit tricky, but it is not. It looks tricky, but it is not tricky at all. We just need to understand the convention. And let's say now there are, like, let's say let me create other, okay, other form of table. Now I say dd, this is a variable dd, and then and until now we're describing, we're creating a table. We first, what we did is that we created a list, and then we created a table. But now, do you remember I also told how about the dictionary, the convention of dictionary in Python? So now we will use dictionary, okay? So it is more easy and flexible. So dictionary, I said that the university, I want to create a table, like there are 3 universities, let me say there, sorry, university, and for dictionary we know this thing, right? So say CUFE, and CUF, I want to create a attendance table, okay, attendance of us at CUFE, and all you you'll understand it while I run the code. Okay, and let's say that person, let's say that person is the person is studying in CFU, or let's say studying, I'm studying in CFU, and then let's say Wakas is studying at CFU as well, and let's say in Liu, let's say Elis is studying in Liu, and then Olga is studying at Liu, and let's say Leah is studying at Harvard, and let's say Bulanda is studying at Harvard, okay? So this is the thing, and we say that attendance, let's say I have just 99 attendance in year, 120 workers,
okay guys, I have to leave. Sorry, actually I just received a message from my friend. His father has died, so I have to go there.
Oh, we are sorry for that, okay?
Enjoy your time.
Yeah. Okay, take care.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
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 We are recording, so it's I think like it won't be a problem. So and there is in here, okay, DAT data frame, sorry, not DD, okay, I'm DD. So what I created is that I created a table. I said that, okay, there are 3 universities. I'm studying, me and Wakas is studying at CUFE, and then Olga is studying at Liu, and then Leah and Blonda is studying at Harvard. And I have this is my attendance record for a year, okay? So this is my 99, 120, and what this is the way, like, we can also, I just want to show you that we can also utilize this dictionary data structure, and it is more flexible to create a table in this way. And then let's say I told you, like we can group by as well, right? So LL dot group by, and then let's say the university. I want to describe the data, like what is the mean, or something like what is the mean attendance of the students at CUFE and the mean attendance of students at LU and Harvard. So I want to describe it. So describe. Okay, so now see here, at university, this is the name of the university, at CUFE. There are number of students. There are 2, right? This is the count, and the mean is like 109. Standard deviation is this much, and the quartile 25%, 50%, 75%. So this is the way to create suppose if you want to, like Olga asked before, you just can transpose the data. Okay, if you want to transpose, then this is the transpose. I think this is the correct. And what you can do is that you can transpose it and PL. So see here, the mean, standard deviation, mean, and minimum number of the minimum number of attendance is 99. So, and it says, it just describes your data, the characteristics of your data. Okay, so you got my point, right? Okay, so this is I just want you to understand that if we use this dictionary, data structure types, then it is more easier and more flexible to create a table in more than the other way that I showed you. So this is one way as well. So this is the thing, and let's talk about missing data. Let's say that we have a table pd.data frame, and I'll use the dictionary structure. A equals to 22. This is like np.nan is like this is there is no number. Okay, this is the I call this numpy library, and then I wanted that there is no number, the number is missing. And let me say b equals to, let me say, to np.nan, and let me say np.nan, and let me say c equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if I run it, it says that 20, 30, and 1. This is the row, and the second is 2 np.nan and 2. See the data structure has changed now because we are using the dictionary form. Okay, so what it does is that this A is a column. Okay, this A is a column, B is a column, C is a column, not like the other way. So this is you have to understand this thing in the dictionary data structure type. So in A column we have 20, 2, and np.nan, and in B column we have 30 and nan, and in C column we have 1, 2, 4. Okay, so I want to drop the columns, rows, like say, then I can just use say miss. I call this thing, and I want to drop all the rows that includes that do not have, that has missing numbers. So that there are no missing numbers over here. So I just say this drop, I think it's capital or small drop. Yeah, this is drop NA, and what it does is that it will just drop all the numbers. Now if I say KK, it will just keep 20, 30 and 1 of the matrix. Okay, this is one way to do it. Understand? And like you can just say like drop NA and then axis equals to, I mean like axis is like I already told you, there is the thing trace, there is a build function trace, and what it does is that it suppose, oh, let me show you. Okay. Okay, so what it, like, see here we have the this row number 0 and row number 1, and I gave a trace value that just drop and what it does is that just drop rows where there are where there are no numbers, where there are 2 NA and there are where a missing numbers is 2 or more than 2, so it will just drop that row. Okay, this is the convention syntax to write to understand. This is one way, and yeah, this is the thing. I hope you understand. It's very easy as well. This is about drop the missing data. You can also change the missing data. Oh, sorry. Suppose I can just say miss dot fill NA, and I want to fill the number by 20, and so it will just fill. Okay, there are so many ways that in the columns usually we don't just give a random number, we give that okay the mean of the column or mean of the sorted numbers or mean of the last five rows or anything. That we can do that as well, but we'll do it in later session. So we just fill in the numbers, so there are no any missing number over here right now. So this is the way. So what I did is that I call this variable miss where this table is located, and then I call this function from the dot fill NA, and I said what number I want to fill with. I just gave this number over here, and then it worked. Okay, this is the one way. And then the last thing I want to say is that we have this 200 and 300. We have okay, so this is table 1. Just copy table 2, and let me say the indexes 2 and 3, and I want to concatenate. So pd dot concat, I want to concat what? Tab, table 1 and table 2. So this is the variable, I want to concatenate. And what it does is that, okay, so see here we have this table. Let's assume that at the university CUP we have this 200 students, and then at LEU we have 300 or anything, okay? So or this is any data, okay? And we have this table too. Again, we have this same thing, and I want to join it, okay? I want to join this table. So what I can do is that I just call this PD from the Pandas library, and I said function. I called the function concat, and it will just concatenate. Okay, so CUFE 0, 1, 2, 3, and this index number. So this is the thing. If I want to concatenate in the column, okay, then what you have to do is that axis equals to 1. All right. So as I have told you before, for rows, this is axis equals to 0, and for columns, axis equals to 1. And if I run it, what happens is that it is NE, and now see here it has concatenated, and it says that it gives missing number over here, NAN, because there is no any values over here, and CUFE blue. Okay, this is the way. And let's say what this is also this is the way to join the table. There is like other thing as well, that there is like a merge. Okay, so what do you do? LLP equals to let's say I want to create the data frame, and I wanted to say in this navy form as well. So CUFE, we have 200, and then like let's say master and PSD onto new and let's say then let's create data frame appropriate. And let's say grade is what I wanted to do is that merge. I want to merge LLP and LXX and how. Let's see here, and I want to merge in class. Okay, so. So let me run it and I'll brief you, okay? It's grade 2, grade 1, grade 2. Why it's not working? Yeah, this is not working. We're gonna put this comma. Again, I miss comma over here. Now let's say LLP. Okay, so what it says is that we have this class. The grade 1 is like, let's say 70, and the grade 2 is 60, and for PSD we have grade 1 is 80, and then grade 2 is 60, and we have the another university. Okay, so let's say anything like LLX, and then what I did is that I want to merge according to the class. Hello. And LX is over here, and J. So you got my point over here, right? So what it did is that it merged the data according to the class. So what I said is that merge the table LLP and LX, and in this both table there is a class that is like in this table 2 also we have this class, and in this table 1 also we have this class. So I want to merge this both table according to the class, and it says, you see, masters and PhD, and it merged grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, and grade 4, this and that. Okay, so this is yeah.
I have a question. What if you change the grade 3 and grade 4 to grade 1 and grade 2?
Sorry, what?
What will happen if you change the grade 3 and grade 4
Yeah, so
grade 1 and
no, it won't. Nothing will happen. Just you'll have other keys. So you'll have other keys too as well. So this is the thing. It will this pandas will understand it, and then it will, how can I say, like it will like tell you the panda is smart enough to understand that this grade 1 and grade 2 are from different table. But if you say, okay, like you want to merge according to the grade 1, then see here what will happen. Then it won't work. I think it will work, but I have not tried this. Okay, so see here, it won't work. You got my point, right?
Yeah.
So this is the word. I mean, like, this is how we merge the data. If we have the same index from different two tables, then we can merge according to the name of the index. I mean, that is the key. So I said I want to merge these two tables, and how I want to merge it inner. I think that there are so many ways to merge in outer, inner, this and that. So I just said this inner, and then on what key I said, and with the with class. Okay, so I merged according to the class and the both table, and it merged it. So this is the difference between concatenate and then merging the data. Okay, so this is the whole thing. Now let me do something interesting. Okay, so once you understand this thing, basically you can understand a lot of things. I mean you can do a lot of things. Sorry. So let me import mat.lib.py. I imported the next library SPLT and input pandas data reader and import pandas data reader dot data SWV, and then import okay. So let me explain to you first. I think you have already understand the library pandas. It will just take 20 minutes, more 20 minutes. Okay, so if it finishes, then I mean like if it gets close, then please rejoin the meeting. Okay, so you have I have already explained this numpy and pandas, what it does. And this matplotlib is something that it will allow us to plot different figure. And we have this pandas data reader. What it does is that it reads the data from the website, and if you want if you want the data of from Yahoo Finance or Google, I don't know, like if I don't think that Google works right now. I tried, but it didn't work yesterday. At least maybe it's because of the reason, or any the data from like Rosen things, you know, like Rosen Stock Exchange or anything. Like I'll just show you over here. Google. Why did I do Google? I'm very slow. I just want you to understand that this is a library that will help us to extract data from the internet, from the financial data from the internet, and then directly to this API, okay, to this Python API over here. And it's very easy. Suppose Pandas data reader, let's say Yahoo Finance, okay. We can access the data of this Yahoo Finance. And I tried this thing from the MOEX. What is see here? This these are the things that it will get. There are so many websites that has huge bundles of data like IEX Alpha, Quandl. This is very important. Lot of data. We can get a lot of free data over from Quandl. Nasdaq, this is in Rosen company. I mean Rosen data. MOEX data is Moscow Exchange. So we can extract the data directly from this Moscow Exchange. Okay, so I mean I even tried to extract, but the language was so difficult for me. I was not able to understand the name of the company, so I just left off. But what I wanted to say is that you can extract the data directly from this all server. Okay, so I just want to show you how we can do it, and we can basically we will do a lot of analysis based on this server. This MOX is to Google Finance, Yahoo Finance. So I'll be using Google Yahoo Finance. Okay, so let me say Yahoo Finance. Yahoo Finance. So it will give us the whole data from stock market, live, course, business, all these things. It tracks. We have so much data to we can extract from Yahoo Finance or anything. So and this is the thing about wait, now let's just let us do a visual analysis. Okay, not a data analysis but a visual analysis of last year from 2019. I mean Corona started at 2019. Okay, we do a visual analysis for a car industry. How does it affect? So let's say I want to do a visual, you have to import, you have to install all this library. Okay, datetime, Pandas data reader as well. I think you have not installed it. Once you install it, you'll have an access to these things. Maybe in China, possibly many servers are blocked, but I think that Yahoo Finance is not blocked in China as well. So let's say we want to do a visual analysis from start datetime. This is the thing I call the datetime over here. That date function from this library. Okay, import datetime, and I want to say from 2018, not 2019, when this Corona started, 12 and 11 and then 1. Okay, and this is the place for year, month, and then this is the place for date, and you can just write the time over here as well, like 23 hours. This is hours, minutes, and then second. You can just illustrate that as well, but I don't want to do that for now. So int is the time dot time. Today is March 13th, so 2021 3 and 12. Okay, so and then I want to create a variable. This is web. See here, I have imported Pandas data reader the data as a web, so I call this web. Okay, like same as before, web dot data reader. I call this function data reader, and then and there is this is a place for ticker. Okay, see here for this electric car company, the name of the ticker is ELCR. For gold, it is GC equals to F. This is the ticker, the name of the ticker. For public joint stock company Moscow Exchange, this is MOEX. This is the ticker. Okay, so for crude oil, this is CL equals to F. And for Google, there are so many companies like bonds, so many companies over here, all the listed companies. So we can just get this. Is the first place is for the ticker. So let's say that crude oil. Let's say CL equals to F. Okay. CL equals to F. This is the ticker, and let's say that we are extracting data from Yahoo. Okay, so Yahoo. If you are extracting data from Moscow exchange rate, then you have to write MOEX over here. Where are you extracting your data from? And I already showed you like there are bunch of the companies that provides us free data. So World Bank, OECD, Eurostat, all these things, we can directly extract data from there. And I want to extract data from this date time. So start to end. Okay, now let me run it. Right, it's not working. Why it's not working? Model date time has import date time. Date time to
In the ninth row.
yeah. This is the thing, right? Date time. So now it should work. Now let's say I want to CEO. I want to the info CEO dot info. See here, like this. It has already extracted the data, but now we have this, and in the column. In column we have high, low, open, close, volume, and adjacent close thing over here. And the data type, it gives me the information of what kind of data we have. We just extracted, okay? Or if you just want, say, CEO dot head. I mean, like head. Like I just want 20 data from the head from this 2019-11 to the next 20 days. So it will just give me the data over here. Okay. So the crude oil price, high, low, open, and this close, volume, and how much it is traded, and all these things. I just obtained the data for this for crude oil. Similarly, let me say I want to data for Toyota. So the ticker for Toyota is, I know it's the Toyota Yahoo. Sorry, like why did I wrote Yahoo Finance? Stupid. Yahoo. Sorry, not Yahoo. Toyota. So the symbol for Toyota is TM. Okay, so I want to do Toyota web. This what I want to do is Toyota, and then TM, and let's say Honda. This is for Honda, it is SMC. Screen, save. And then
Hi, Sophie.
yes.
Share me this. Thank you.
So yeah, now you can. So now what I did is that I just got a ticker. It's very simple. Okay, it's very simple. Uh, and for next session we'll be doing a lot of data analysis, real machine learning, and by using real machine learning algorithm. Okay, so this is I'm just I already told you, this is the place for ticker, and I'm getting from Yahoo Finance. So I'll just for Honda, let me say, for Nissan, the ticker is Nissan company's ticker NSANY. Okay, so and for BMW, the ticker is wave dot data reader and BMWYY. Yeah, no. Yahoo. For Hyundai ticker is and now this, once I run this, once it will take some time. Okay, so it will take some time, but once I run this, it's not working. Okay, so again there is error. So I want to plot all this data. Okay, so CO, I want to plot the opening price for all this data from 2019 to 2021. Okay, so what I wanted to do is the opening, the column is, we have this called opening in this column. Open is an open, so, and the O is capital, therefore it's very simple. I just write O is capital, open. I just want to plot opening data. Okay, so plot, and I want to label. This is the thing. I will tell you like a lot of stuff on plotting in next session, because like it's today we have, I think like we don't have much sufficient time. I just called this from this matplotlib. Okay, so plot, I want to give label, so I want to say the first is, let's see here, the first is crude oil. I want to say crude oil, and I want to say this is like also a figure size equals to 18 and 10, anything you can just, and I want to give this opening price. Title of this thing is opening price. Okay, so similarly I want to plot all these things. I want to plot for Toyota, Toyta, this is the variable I called, and plot and I called wanted Toyota. I don't have to write this figure size and title because I want to plot all these opening prices in one figure. So now this is Honda, and this is Nissan, BMW, and let's say Hyundai, and to label. So to legend, you have to write this thing as a legend because this label is a legend, okay? And let's see what will happen. Okay, so see here, I have got this plot. We can modify this plot in a lot of ways. I just want to, like, how can I say? I just want to show you, and next time I will tell you how to modify and make it very beautiful and smooth. So see the plot, the Toyota, the opening price for Toyota is how much? It's like almost 140 in this 2019-11 one, and then we have this Corona thing started in this the Toyota share fall a lot, and the interesting thing is that see the BMW, Nissan, and Hyundai, like which company is this? This Nissan is very stable. The share price is very stable. The company is very stable, and this crude oil price, I don't know like why this is in negative, less than 0, but we can just, if we want to find what happened in 2020-05, then we can just Google it, this date and say crude oil price on this date, and we can find the information. Just Google it, and we can see that this is the thing, that just a visual analysis you can do more accurately compared to me, but
this is amazing.
okay, so we can do a lot of stuff. Like this is a simple thing, but we can just say that we are just comparing the crude oil, Toyota, Honda, Nissan, Hyundai, all these companies, and we're comparing with the oil prices, and we can just see that after 2020-01, this price, this Toyota is more the share price of this Toyota is more volatile compared to this BMW, Honda, Nissan. This is what we can see. Okay, this is the thing. This is we can do a lot of stuff now. Let me do some more stuff for this thing. Okay, so basically, and crude oil, like see here, like the thing is that as the crude oil price goes up, the sales of the car, it goes down. This is also an interesting thing that we can see from over here, at least for this, which company is this? For Hyundai, and then this for Toyota. Okay, maybe they are not going to electric or something, but for Nissan, the company price is so stable. This is the visual analysis, but we will do a lot of things in visual analysis in next session. So, and suppose if I want to just get a rolling price, okay, like last class, maybe in second, maybe yeah, in the first class of microeconomics, we have this business cycle and trend, like we know what is trending and then the real price, right? So to calculate to know the business cycle of that company or the country GDP or something. So we can also visualize this business cycle over here, and there is a technique. This is very simple as well. So suppose like this for CEO, and we have this it will create a new, this is like I told you, right? It will create a new column, and this new column is that CO, this is open and dot rolling 50 dot min, and this I'll tell you what this rolling does after some time. And then this, let's say CO 200 opening rolling 200 150. Okay.
This is moving average.
Yeah, it's a moving average, right? So what I'm trying to show is that like the moving average of last 50 days by calculating this last 50 days and then last 150 days. I think 150 days is too much because like our data is just for 365. Let's say 25, 25, and then let's say 50. Okay, I just want to like we want to know a trend by this moving average formulation, and our formulation is based on 50 days. Okay, we are moving the average for 50 days, and in first case we are moving the average for 25 days. So what I'm doing over here is the CO, let me concatenate. Okay, so N A 50, and then oh sorry, this is open, and then let's say NA 50, and then let's say this is what NA 200. It's just 50. So this 25. And then 15 dot plot as I told you, this is crude oil, and size equals to 16 and 8. Okay, now let me run it. Okay, no. It won't show our legend and plot if we don't do this thing. Okay, so we have to remember it. We have to always write this thing. PLOT. It's taking time. So see here, for the crude oil, this is the moving average, like this is the trend, okay? So see here, this is so volatile, but if we want to understand the whole business cycle of that certain period, like say, monthly basis, okay? This is the moving trend, this is how we calculate it. And we have this very easy function, very simple function called rolling. That is called rolling and expand, okay? There are two functions, like we'll be using both functions later on. I'll tell you like while we use a lot of algorithms. And if I want to say, like see here, like firstly this moving average 25 based on 25 days, okay? So we move the average based on 25 days, and then secondly we move the average based on 50 days. So firstly it moved the average, and there are no numbers, right? So this is the thing, we can generalize the data in terms of like in a monthly basis or in the daily basis. I mean, like like how you want in a monthly or quarter or how you want to calculate the trend. You can just utilize this method. It's a very simple method, and you can just do it. Okay, and this is for moving like a trend of this share opening price. based on 25 days, and this is a trend of share opening price based on 50 days. Very simple. Okay, so this is the thing. Like if we just show like based on like 100 and then how many 120. Okay, like in quarterly basis, then let's say so it will get more smooth, but the so this is the thing. Like we don't have much data, but like Yahoo Finance, it has data from 1980s or 46, something like a lot of data for some companies. So this is the way to find the trending of that thing. But how you want to calculate the trend, you can just do it according to you. This rolling is just a moving average thing. Okay. And we can do a lot of things. Like wait, let me just do the next thing as well. Like we can know the correlation matrix as well. So we can plot the correlation matrix. So from pandas dot plotting input scatter matrix. Okay, this is we have to for this scatter matrix you need to assign this convention so that we can from pandas plotting I want to import scatter matrix. So let's say that correlation matrix. Okay, matrix equals to pd dot concat. Just now we concatenate first to find the correlation matrix we have to find first we need to sort the data in one column, right? So what I did is that I concatenate all the data for I want to concatenate all the data for Honda, Nissan, BMW, Hyundai, and let's say that for Toyota. Okay, this is Toyota, and the opening price. Okay, so and Honda, open, and then Nissan, and BMW. Open, and I want to concatenate in column. Okay, x is equals to 1. So I guess you already know it. I think syntax error. Okay, and what is the error over here? Let's see. I want to create a column and I want to give the name for it. This is the theme, same thing, like this is COL. For this table, for this data, I want to rename the name of the column. Okay, so let's say Toyota opening, Honda open, so scatter matrix and scatter matrix COR mat can just you can write figure size over here, or you can modify it later on. Then so this is the convention to write. I don't know if there are errors. Why is not working? CUN axis 1. What is the error over here? Can you help me to find the concatenate? Oh, this is the thing. Small, yeah. This is like I wrote axis in capital. So now. Okay, so this is the thing. You can see it right over here. See, for the Toyota opening, like the Nissan and for Toyota, like if the sales opening price increases for, like, see the car companies opening prices is so much correlated, you know, like for if it increases for Toyota, it also increases for Nissan over here, a Honda, and if it increases for Nissan, it also increases. Like you have for BMW and Nissan, we have this so much similar set, right? For BMW and Nissan, so it is more stable. But for Toyota, it is like not stable at all. Like as we can see from the first figure as well, that for Toyota, like it's just fluctuating this and that. But for BMW and this Hyundai, all these other companies, they are not fluctuating much. Where is this figure? So yeah, for the BMW, the shape is so much similar. And for other companies, like for Toyota, it's like the Toyota is most unstable, and even compared to other car companies, and we can see that as well. And we can see that it is so much correlated. If the price per Toyota increases, the price per Nissan also a little bit increases. So we can, this is the way for to have a correlation matrix, and we can see that from this histogram we have very small histogram. I mean, like the number of pins is very low, very few, but we can ask the number of pins, maybe we can increase as well, 200, 150, and so on. So this is just a visual analysis, not a data analysis, but this is the thing I just want to show to all. But and we can just find the percentage change, everyday percentage change on returns or something, you know, like so this I can tell you for one. CO dot, let's say I want to create a new thing over here, returns, the everyday returns. So the returns is calculated as the CO close dot PCT change. This is the inbuilt function as well, so I just called inbuilt function PCT change, and then and now I can just plot it, you know. Alright, first suppose let's say Toyota and I want to calculate the percentage change of the returns each day. Okay, so number of 1. If I want quarterly, I'll just write over here 30 days or anything. So you can just modify it as you require. And what I want to do is that just for cars, okay, this is Toyota returns that list I'll tell you what does this alpha does later on. I can't express, you'll understand by saying it. So BMW and BMW 3. So I want to why it's not so. I don't know why it's not showing, but just what is the error? So okay, so Toyota returns equals to Toyota close to percentage change 1 Honda BMW. Okay, now it should work. I don't know why it's not working. Okay, so this I just want to say that we can do a lot of things, and then it should work, you know, it should work. Okay, I understand why it's not working. I missed this symbol over here. Now it should work. A little error mess everything. So okay, it's not working. Okay, now see here, it's working over here. Like, no, it's not working. This is not the thing. Percentage. Okay, so it's working, but the thing is that the percentage returns, the figure, like I have to adjust it, the figure size. Okay, so maybe this the thing to open. No, this is not working as well. Something is wrong, but like I'll fix it next time and I'll show you. But what I want to say is that we can also do a lot of things, and next time I'll show you. Okay, it should work, but it's not working. I don't know why it's not working at the moment. It should work, and we are running out of time. And next time we'll do a lot of stops regarding these kind of things. Okay, visual analysis and algorithm analysis for finance in next session. Okay. Hello, are you here?
Thanks a lot. We are still follow you. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay.
Not for your time.
Okay. So yeah.
I just.
Okay. Tell me.
I wanted to remind you to take some water because you talk a lot and you
Yeah.
can stop any time for it.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so this is the thing, like actually what I'm trying to say is that this whole Python and everything is very simple, you know. We just need to understand the syntax and convention. There is not a lot of, obviously there is a lot of logic, but like it's very simple. So it's not like as people say, oh, it's difficult, blah, blah, blah. We have to obviously give some time, but it's easy, so we can do a lot of things. And thank you so much. And actually like I did this thing, this analysis yesterday. I don't know why it's not working, but next time I'll tell you a lot of things, and next time we'll also do a florist chart, okay? Because Anne said she want to make a florist chart, right?
I want to do so.
Okay, so next time we'll do a florist chart as well. So
Yeah.
it is also very simple. It's just 5-line codes. We just need to. There is a next library called plotly, something like that. So we just.
But I know, you know what? I think it's really amazing using Python to do data analysis and data visualization.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
really nice. Yeah.
It is good. It's like.
Very fast to download.
Yeah. So it's simple actually, and we actually like there are so many data. I don't know about Chinese data, but I saw that I think we can get every data for all sort of almost 60 to 70% of data for from Russian market and the other old market. So easily, so it is very nice thing. And I saw it yesterday that there are a lot of companies that are listed in MOEX, and we can extract all the data from MOEX as well. But I don't understand the name, so. But I said that like I did analysis on Russian GDP and crude oil price, and it has so much correlation.
Of course.
Yeah, so we can do that as well in the next class.
Russia is oil, actually. So.
Yeah, so
Oil and gas.
I felt it yesterday.
The biggest industry in Russia, right? Oh,
Yeah. And Russia is like highly dependent on it.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, and
Thank you very much.
thank you. And we can do our next
we have
session.
to say thank you.
We can do next session maybe Friday. Tomorrow Olga is busy after 5, so you know like
Next
I
Tuesday, I think.
yeah. Okay, but next week we'll do a lot of algorithm, you know, like, and I think we need to have this little bit. We don't need a lot of understanding on algorithm, but like we'll be just doing simple algorithm, ARMA and these things. So it's very simple, random forest, random walk. So just need a simple, very very simple understanding of that algorithm, and I'll send you what is that in a PDF format. Okay, I have one book, and that illustrates in a very simple way. So I'll send you tomorrow, and thank you so much for your time, and have a good week.
Thank you, Bobby.
Bye.
Yeah, have a good evening.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, bye
Bye
bye.
bye, Olga, too. Have a nice evening, too.
Okay,
Yeah, you too.
okay, bye Olga. Bye. I stop the meeting. Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye.